Oops. Hey everyone. Everything that I'm about to show you is going to be broken down into 3 sections. I have them right here. First, my diet, my health, and my comfort. And then at the end, I'm just going to give some like tips that help me get through the recovery. I don't know how it goes. I feel like jaw surgery is not a rare surgery, but it's not common enough to where you know like up to 10 people in your life who got jaw surgery. You know what I mean? And I think I understand why there's not so much content out there, because you're literally blown up and you look like an alien. Like, who wants to record like that? I definitely didn't want to record like that. And there's very little videos and photos of me in the first few days post-op. It's not pretty. You don't feel obviously or look the best. So you just gotta kind of like tough it out, like those first few days, tough it out so that you get to a good spot to where you feel back to normal-ish. I am not supposed to see like my full results until 6 months post-op. I'm over a month now and I'm very happy with how I've been healing. So that's why I'm gonna show y'all like everything that I've bought and everything I've been using, because I think I did a pretty good job. Obviously, follow your surgeons and your doctor's instructions, your ortho instructions, do all of that, but also know what works for you. I was on a 4-week liquid diet, so that means smoothies, shakes, soups, and then 4 to 6 weeks, which is the time window that I'm at right now, I can eat soft foods. And then when I have my appointment next week, which will be my 6-week post-op appointment, I will be able to transition to hard foods, but honestly, I do not feel ready. Most of my face is still pretty much numb. I can feel a lot better in some areas than others. What I will say, the one area that is just completely numb and I can't feel jack is my chin. Like, geez, this is gonna be the part that takes the longest to come back to sensation, and including my bottom lip. I can't feel anything. So let's get into it. First things first, you need a blender. Magic Bullet worked really well, but I made a really thick smoothie once and it just broke. But let's be real, I don't think it was the blender. I think it was my ingredient. Peanut butter, banana, protein powder, like, poor thing. I don't blame it. So in the meantime, I just went and bought one from Walmart. I recommend it. You need it. This, like, it's non-negotiable. You need it. So I am gonna link in my description box one video that absolutely helped me prepare for my surgery. So I'm gonna link it down below so that you can kind of get some context of where I got all of these things from. Let's start with this chicken bone broth. This one tasted way better than the chicken bone broth. Sure, it does taste like chicken, but it's not like a full chicken flavor. You can taste the bone. They're just both really well packed with minerals that can help strengthen your bones, which is, surprise, surprise, exactly what you need after jaw surgery. Honestly, what got me through this whole process was TikTok recipes. So I'm not even gonna sit here and lie to you and tell you that I know how to cook, because I don't. I honestly just followed a lot of recipes and I got by just fine, you know? Just try to look for like healthy things. You're gonna be weak, you need calories. So I just look for those calories and like enriching things that would help me repair my bones and my skin. You know what I'm saying? Because she went through a lot. She went through a lot. So I bought these two off the same website. Here's the salt. It's called Real Salt. Don't focus on me, focus on it. The reason why I got it is, again, because of that video I watched from that girl. And basically I was just looking for things that wouldn't like irritate my mouth, because it's so sensitive after surgery. So I really was looking for things that wouldn't irritate me. So stuff with like no artificial flavorings and that kind of stuff. Let's see, can you see? Yes, you can. You have to be hydrated. You must hydrate after your surgery. So I drank a lot of like Gator Lights. If you just drink water, it doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna hydrate you. You need that mix of calcium, magnesium, chloride, sodium, and potassium. That's essentially what's gonna really hydrate you, and that's what you can find in those electrolytes and Gatorlytes and things like that. Then I got this protein powder. Actually, it's not a protein powder, it's more of like, it literally says complete meal on there. It's got anything that you could think of. Your carbs, your fats, your calories, your protein, your fiber. It's not GMO, gluten-free, no soy, no added sugars, no artificial sweeteners, no artificial ingredients. That's what I'm talking about. Like, that's why I got it. I will say it's pretty pricey. So I only got 2 bags, but I would recommend it. Once again, it gets everything in, everything that you need. So if you're looking for like a healthy substitute for that calorie intake, this would be one of my recommendations. So this is actually pretty funny. On the lid, it says, delicious, nutritious, nothing suspicious. If you tell me there's nothing suspicious with you, I'm gonna think something is totally suspicious about you. Branding, do better. But it's got no artificial ingredients, 20 grams of collagen per serving. And you know what also trips me out about collagen products though, is that they all say the same disclaimer.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not recommended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
But the fact that it has not been evaluated by the FDA makes me feel some type of way. But anyways, I'm not necessarily recommending this one, if you can tell, but have collagen powder and put it in all of your smoothies. And I also had some Go-Go Squeeze. Honestly, I feel like such a little kid eating these, and I'm about to eat one right now. If you can get some of these and afford it, it's a good snack just to have around. Moving on, Activia. I grew up eating these. Basically, when you get antibiotics, you know, you go through your surgery, you get antibiotics, your gut is completely wiped out. You need some probiotics to fill it back up with good bacteria. So that's why I got these, and honestly, they're just really good to snack on. Chobani. Chobani. Oh yeah. I love this Greek yogurt. I've always been told like, oh, wait, is this Greek yogurt? I don't know if this is, let me look it up. It's Chobani Greek yogurt. This one doesn't say Greek on it. Okay, anyways, well, that one that I showed you, super packed with protein, no fats, kind of low on calories, like, and it tastes good. Ooh, it's a game changer. I would put it in every single one of my morning smoothies, and I loved it. So I recommend it to you 100%. Oatmeal. I don't know if y'all's family, Hispanic families do this, but you just can't, como te digo, nothing can sit there without being altered. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean, right? Like, this was a full box, but somebody saw it and said, that bothers me. Let me rip it all apart. I really don't get it. I really do not mean to complain. It's just funny. It literally, like, nothing could sit there and remain unaltered. So anyways, to get to my point, I think it was like 10 bucks for these 2 huge bags. So do it. My surgeon is the one that told me to get oatmeal because it makes you feel full, and I can confirm it makes you feel full and it has fiber. Let's be real, first few days you can't go to the bathroom. You can't use it properly because you haven't eaten. You literally haven't eaten, plus your antibiotic can constipate you. So let's be real, you need some fiber in your system. That's it for diet, folks. So personally, I wasn't wired shut, and I've seen that a lot of other people aren't wired shut either, but we do have the Vans. So I couldn't really open my mouth. I definitely couldn't swallow big pills at all. I had to crush every single one with a pill crusher. So this is the pill crusher I used. I already had one at home, but the hospital actually gave me one. Focus on her, not me. There. It's, you know, your like regular ones, and it does come with this little tube that you can add to the bottom that can help you narrow the opening even further. Order the silicone ones if you want to, but personally, even if I just like squeeze the food through my side, like it'll get in, you know what I mean? That was like my thought process going into this. To brush my teeth, I use a baby toothbrush. Just get like a kid's one because the bristles are softer, and believe me, you need softer bristles. Cause man, brushing your teeth after surgery hurts so much. And this. So my surgeon gave me this small syringe. It just allows for precision when you're rinsing. It has like a very pointy and curved nozzle. If you don't get one of these from your surgeon, buy something similar to this because it definitely comes in handy to clean all those dirty spots because there's bacteria and everything up in there. So yeah, I do have the bands obviously. So these bands, I just carry them with me everywhere. My ortho asked me to change them 3 times a day. Like, why would you do that? Vaseline, you know you can't get through this. Oh, you know you can't get through this without the Vaseline. Moisturize them lips. Now, moving on to comfort. Jaw Bra is gonna 100% come in handy. This is like the first one that pops up on Amazon. I'm gonna link it down below so y'all can get it. And then it comes with 2 of these. I bought an extra pair because I keep a pair in the freezer. I got ice packs from the hospital. I asked for them. This is what they look like. When I stayed at the hospital, it was hurting and nobody gave me an ice pack. I was just in like a huge level of discomfort and pain that would like come in and out. I literally had morphine like twice, 2 or 3 times throughout the night. So I got really grouchy and I told the nurse, hey, am I gonna get any ice packs? Like with a huge attitude. But thankfully the nurse was very understanding and he was like, oh yeah, like they didn't give you any? I was like, no, they didn't give me any. So he gave me these 2 huge ice packs, and this was me the entire first night. So if you can ask for an ice pack at the hospital, please do. Please do. Wax is gonna be so important. Your mouth is shaped differently. Part of your braces and your teeth are gonna be rubbing up against areas that they weren't before. So wax has been my best friend throughout this whole process. Honestly, I just threw this one in there since it's comfort. You're gonna want to keep your hair out of your face, so buy some kind of like shower cap, nightcap, anything, headband, just to keep your hair out of your face, because you're not gonna want to deal with your hair during the recovery. At least that was my case. As you can tell, I cut it super short. So, sunglasses. Woo! Boy, did I not know I was gonna need these. So, your facial nerve, which I learned after my surgery, is all it is. So this will puffen up, therefore bother your eye. Makes your eyes small. And I already have small eyes, so they were really small. I couldn't honestly like really look at screens for too long. The sun really like hurt my eyes. My eyes were just so sensitive. It would honestly hurt if I was like on my phone or watching a movie. So I wore the sunglasses literally like 24/7. Even just walking out to the kitchen, if it was sunny outside, I wear them. So just putting it out there because this might be your case too. It's not something that I saw in the videos like leading up to my surgery, but it was part of my recovery. So Yeah. So a mirror really came in handy. You can't really turn your head that much after surgery because it hurts and you're swollen. This honestly helped me just to like look behind me, look at my face. I'd like to look at myself while eating just so I wouldn't make a mess, and it just came in so handy. I definitely recommend just having a mirror there handy for you. Next I have these, man, I don't know how to pronounce them, Creole. I think they're called Creole sticks. So I love these, but I'll put this out there. My surgeon told me to wait to start using all of these deep puffing techniques for a while. Personally, I was like getting a little frustrated after the first week and a half, and I was using these. But then somebody, I think it was a friend, they were like, well, can you start using those? Like, shouldn't you just wait your face and like your facial muscles to do their thing and, you know, heal on their own? And sure enough, that's what my surgeon said. So do buy these, but wait a while. Ask your surgeon first. But I know that when the time comes for it and I can start using them to depuff my face, I'm gonna love them. The last thing is just rags. Honestly, just buy those like 8-packs at Walmart, Dollar General, wherever. Whether it was for like decompressing my face with hot water, cleaning up my mouth after eating, wiping my nose. There's just so many uses for it. Get these, they're gonna come in so handy. Oh my gosh, that's it. First and foremost, don't go in the shower or the bathroom in general without telling someone first. The first few days after surgery, you're still groggy, you're still highly medicated, so chances are, like, you never know, you could slip, fall, hit your head, break your jaw, and there you go back into the OR. Make sure you let somebody know so that, you know, they at least like can be aware and keep an eye out and make sure that you're good. Make sure you're like mentally prepared for the surgery. Know that you're gonna look like an alien. Know that it's not gonna be easy. Know that you are gonna look like a baddie after, because if you don't keep these things in mind, your face it's gonna get to you. It's gonna affect your self-esteem, and you might like go through some face dysmorphia. Make sure that you know that it's a slow process and you're gonna get through it, okay? Take nice, hot, slow baths and showers. Really help with the congestion I had in my nose. You're gonna have a stuffy nose for a good while, so it's gonna help with that. I use the rags to decompress my nose, like around my nose area and my cheeks, and it felt so good. It honestly was not the easiest, but I try to make it as relaxing as possible, and so can you. So since you're, you know, not gonna have a lot of options to go out or eat, trust me, you're not gonna want to go out. Make sure you like try some things that you've never tried before. I tried out making the smoothies with veggies and things that I hadn't done before, different meals, just because like you can't chew anyway, so might as well experiment. I also took the time to learn more about like what are they called, the macros. I learned a little bit more about macros, you know, your protein, carbs, fats, calories, all of that, just because I've always been interested in learning about it. And believe me, all I had was time. Another tip is, honestly, do go for walks. If you can go for a walk. I didn't start going on walks until like my 4th, 5th day post-op. So maybe don't go immediately, like the day after surgery, you're all walking in the hospital. Like, no, take your time. You know when you're ready. You're healing. You're gonna be weak. You're gonna be in a calorie deficit. So make sure that you take your time to make that decision, and then when you do, go at your own pace. And you know, don't push yourself too hard. Other than that, just nourish your body as much as possible. Stay hydrated. Take care of yourself. Ask your surgeon any questions. Believe me, I was interrogating my surgeon, and you know what? You're paying for it, so you have every right to. I think I've mentioned this, but I'm gonna put out a video talking about my recovery, like in more detail. make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know when I post that. That's gonna have a lot more content, like pictures, videos that I took those first few days after, that I've honestly been really shy to share at this point. That's why I'm like pushing it back a little bit. Honestly, this is like a very unique experience. Like I mentioned at the beginning, how many people do you know have gone through jaw surgery? So since I made that decision, I was like, you know, I want to make sure I try to document as much as possible. And yeah, that's all I got for today. I feel like that was a lot. Thank you so much for watching. Please like so that YouTube can do its thing. Make sure you subscribe. And yeah, have a great day or good night, whatever time you're watching this. I appreciate all of you, and I'll see you in the next one.